Question. I was diagnosed with breast cancer 3.5 years ago. While volunteering and working with the Breast Cancer Patient Association, a support group for breast cancer patients, I have been deeply influenced by your lectures. The idea that one should work joyfully in a field they love while benefiting more people has become imprinted in my mind. My desire to do something I truly enjoy has grown stronger, but at the same time, I have responsibilities in my current job. I find myself at a crossroads where I have a job that I must do, yet I have another job that I truly want to pursue. Right now, I am working within my given circumstances, but if I face such choices again in the future, what decision should I make? Also, what mindset should I have in such situations? Answer. When our body falls ill and makes us suffer, it is urging us to learn and reflect. To truly understand why cancer occurs, we must examine its root cause. Cancer does not develop in a body with healthy cells and a strong mind. However, when our immune system weakens, cells can harden, mutate, and create conditions favorable for cancer. What causes our immune system to weaken? It largely stems from the words we speak. Words are extremely powerful. They can either give courage to others or break them down. If we use words to hurt others, that negative energy returns to us. When we speak in a way that others cannot understand, they may feel frustrated, and that frustration boomerangs back to us. Words hold the greatest energy in human life. If used poorly, they can bring illness. If used wisely, they can heal. Some people diagnosed with cancer choose to retreat to the mountains. They do not do this out of desperation to survive, but rather with an attitude of acceptance. What happens then? Since they are alone, they stop talking. Without the opportunity to speak and potentially hurt others, they no longer absorb negative energy, and their body begins to heal. On the other hand, some cancer patients continue to discuss their illness and engage in negative conversations. This spreads negative energy, making their condition worse despite treatment. No matter the circumstances, if cancer has developed, one must not blame others. Instead, one must reflect on how they have spoken throughout their life. If our words have harmed others, that energy comes back to us, accumulating over time and weakening our cells. In the past, there was widespread concern about underground water veins affecting human health due to the vibrations they emit. However, words have a far greater impact than underground water veins. The continuous vibrations from negative words disrupt our body's balance, lowering immunity and creating conditions for illness to arise. According to the natural laws of the universe, humans are not meant to speak recklessly. The purpose of speaking is to help others understand. If we realize that our words are not being understood, we should feel apologetic rather than blaming the listener for not comprehending. Understanding is the responsibility of the speaker, not the listener. If we cannot communicate clearly, it is better to remain silent, as speaking carelessly will ultimately harm ourselves. The difficulty we create for others returns to us. It is a natural law and divine principle. When we live a righteous life, hardship does not come. Thus, when illness occurs, we should ask ourselves, have I stubbornly insisted on my own way? Have I harbored resentment toward others? Have I spoken in a way that others could not understand and then gotten angry at them? Honest self-reflection is necessary. If we recognize our mistakes, we should sincerely repent. By doing so, nature will help us heal. Even if one has been diagnosed with a terminal illness, if they deeply contemplate how their actions have led to their current condition and make a sincere effort to correct them, they may be granted a second chance at life. Just as illness can serve as a moment for self-reflection and growth, the jobs and roles given to us are not just about work. They provide opportunities to form meaningful connections. Skills and talents are granted to us so that we may meet the right people, experience the right circumstances, and grow in knowledge and wisdom. These opportunities are gifts that help us develop. If we lack understanding and fail to make use of our circumstances, we may squander these opportunities without growth, leading to failures due to poor judgment. Instead of questioning whether a job suits us, we should ask ourselves what kind of environment and relationships this job is offering us. These are the true gifts of our profession. By embracing these opportunities with gratitude and striving to enhance our abilities, we prepare ourselves for even greater opportunities. For example, if someone moves to a new place, they encounter new circumstances that help shape their future. The way they navigate these situations determines their personal growth. Challenges are not meant to hinder us, rather, they exist to strengthen us. We must always appreciate the circumstances we are given and recognize the lessons within them. If we embrace these challenges and build our capabilities, we will naturally be led to greater opportunities. Moreover, frequent career changes can be beneficial. Advice on health and life choices. Illness, especially a serious condition like cancer, is an important signal from our body. It is not just a physical disease but also an opportunity to reflect on our lifestyle, mindset, and habits. 1. The relationship between cancer and immunity. Cancer does not easily develop in people with healthy cells and a strong immune system. When immunity weakens, cells can mutate, increasing the risk of cancer. Strengthening the immune system is crucial for both preventing and treating cancer. 2. Causes of weakened immunity. The impact of words and emotions. Our words and emotions have a significant impact on our immunity and overall health. 1. The negative effects of hurtful words and emotions. When we criticize or hurt others with our words, the negative energy eventually returns to us. Instead of blaming others when communication fails, we should reflect on whether we expressed ourselves properly. Sometimes, choosing silence is better than speaking carelessly. 2. The healing power of positive words and thoughts. Using warm and encouraging language can boost immunity and promote emotional stability. Reducing stress and maintaining a positive mindset can support the body's healing process. 3. Life choices. Between what we must do and what we want to do. When struggling between a job we currently have and a job we truly desire, instead of simply asking, "Is this job right for me?" we should ask, "What opportunities and growth can I gain from this job?" 1. The importance of relationships and environment in work. A job is not just a way to earn a living, it is an opportunity to grow and build meaningful relationships. The experiences and skills gained in our current job can lead to greater opportunities in the future. 2. Appreciating the present circumstances. Even if a job does not seem ideal, there is always something valuable to learn from it. When we are fully prepared and have gained enough experience, the right opportunity will naturally come. 4. Practical steps for a healthy life. 1. Maintain a positive attitude and use kind words to promote emotional and physical well-being. 2. Value and make the most of the opportunities in your current environment. 3. Embrace change as an opportunity for growth rather than fearing it. 4. Practice mindful communication. Sometimes, silence is better than speaking recklessly. 5. Adopt healthy habits that boost immunity, such as proper nutrition, exercise, and adequate rest. In conclusion, the choices we make today are not permanent but part of a continuous journey of learning and growth. Whatever we do now will contribute to our future, and by maintaining the right mindset and effort, better opportunities will naturally follow. Simplified summary: the reason illness occurs is that our immune system weakens, and to maintain immunity, we must speak correctly. Speaking correctly means conveying what we know in a way that others can understand. To do this, we must embrace our given circumstances without complaint, learn from them, and develop the ability to understand others' situations before speaking. According to the laws of nature, we should not speak recklessly. If others cannot understand us, the frustration returns to us, weakening our immune system and eventually leading to illness. If we become ill, instead of blaming others, we should take it as an opportunity for self-reflection. For example, some cancer patients retreat to the mountains. In such isolation, they speak less, reducing unnecessary energy loss, which can help their bodies recover. Similarly, just as underground water veins disrupt balance and lower immunity through continuous vibrations, negative words create harmful energy that affects our well-being. Therefore, we must be mindful of our words or remain silent when necessary to protect our body's balance. Work and attitude toward life. The purpose of having a job is not just to earn money but to learn and grow through the relationships and circumstances it brings. Instead of complaining about our current job, we should focus on what we can learn from it. A willingness to learn leads to greater opportunities, while constant dissatisfaction makes life increasingly difficult. When we notice flaws in others, rather than criticizing them, we should ask ourselves, do I have similar flaws? Self-reflection, rather than blaming others, is the key to personal growth. In conclusion, every situation and relationship in our daily lives is given to us as an opportunity to learn. We must accept everything with gratitude and practice speaking in a way that truly helps others understand. Ultimately, speaking correctly and maintaining a grateful attitude lead to a healthier and more fulfilling life. The silent journey. Meena sat in her small apartment, the soft hum of the city beyond her window blending with the rhythmic ticking of the clock. The evening air was thick with unanswered questions, doubts swirling in her mind like a storm refusing to settle. 3.5 years had passed since her diagnosis, and though her body had endured the storm of chemotherapy and surgery, her soul remained tangled in uncertainty. She had dedicated countless hours volunteering at the Breast Cancer Patient Association, finding solace in supporting others who faced the same battle. The words of a renowned speaker had struck a chord within her: work joyfully in a field you love, benefiting others along the way. But Meena was caught between two worlds, the security of her current job and the longing for a path that truly ignited her passion. One evening, she met Yuna, an elderly woman who exuded an air of quiet wisdom. Yuna had once been a doctor, but after her own battle with cancer, she had retreated to the mountains, living a life of solitude. Her presence was calming, her words few but profound. Intrigued, Meena asked, "Why did you leave everything behind?" Yuna smiled, her eyes reflecting years of understanding. "Because healing requires silence." Meena was puzzled. "Silence? How does that help?" Yuna placed a hand on her chest. "Words carry energy. The way we speak, the thoughts we entertain, they shape our health. When we complain, criticize, or hold resentment, we weaken ourselves. When we speak with care and intention, we restore balance. The mountains gave me the silence I needed to hear my own heart." Meena had never considered the weight of her words before. She had spent years expressing her frustrations, about her job, about her illness, about the unfairness of life. Could her own words have contributed to her suffering? Determined to understand, Meena accepted Yuna's invitation to spend a month in her mountain home. There, life was simple: no television, no buzzing notifications, just the whisper of the wind and the rustling of leaves. At first, the silence was deafening. Her thoughts screamed for attention, old regrets and fears rising like ghosts. But as days passed, she began to listen, to the chirping birds, the crackling fire, and, most importantly, her own heart. She wrote in a journal instead of speaking unnecessarily. She observed how her body felt lighter when she let go of complaints. She practiced speaking only when necessary, choosing words with care. In this quiet existence, something miraculous happened. Her mind became clearer, her body more at ease. The tension she had carried for years began to dissolve. One evening, as they sipped warm tea, Yuna asked, "What will you do when you return to the city?" Meena hesitated before replying, "I don't know. I still have my job, but I also want to help others in a way that feels meaningful." Yuna nodded. "Then start by speaking with intention. If you must stay in your job, find its purpose beyond the work itself. Look at the people, the experiences, the lessons. Everything has value if you see it that way. And if you must leave, let it be with gratitude, not regret." When Meena returned to the city, she was not the same person who had left. She carried herself with a newfound calm, choosing her words with precision, finding moments of silence where before she had filled every gap with noise. She approached her work differently, not as an obligation but as a space to grow and connect. Over time, she found opportunities unfolding naturally, work that aligned with her heart's desire, paths that once seemed impossible now appearing effortlessly. Years later, Meena stood before an audience, sharing her journey of healing. "We often seek change externally," she said, "but true transformation begins with the way we speak, the way we think, and the way we receive life. Sometimes, the greatest healing comes not from fighting, but from surrendering to silence and truly listening." As the applause filled the room, she smiled, knowing she had finally found her path, not by forcing it, but by embracing it with gratitude and purpose.